My name is Taylor Clark, and I did my presentation on Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, also known as SNAP. What is SNAP? SNAP is a federal nutrition program. It is formerly known as food stamps. SNAP benefits can be used at grocery stores, convenience stores, and co-op food programs. People must qualify for this program. The requirements are different in every state. So about SNAP, SNAP offers nutritional assistance. It strives to teach and promote a healthy lifestyle for everyone. More than 2/3 of participants are in families with children, and 1/3 of participants are in a household with seniors or people with disabilities, and the federal government pays for most of SNAP's benefits. Who is eligible for SNAP? The program is for low-income households in the United States. The eligibility rules are set at a uniform level across the nation, but states can adjust the program. States mainly look at income, expenses, age, student status, and household members. There are 3 main criteria that the federal government looks at. The first being gross monthly income, generally at or below $27,000 a year for a 3-person household. The second being household income after deductions for items like housing and childcare must be less than $20,780 a year for a family of 3. And the third being assets must fall below $2,250 for a household without elderly or disabled members, and $3,500 for a household with an elderly or disabled member. So how to apply for SNAP? Each state designs their own SNAP application process, but the states must follow the federal guidelines. You can apply in person at a SNAP office, or you can mail or fax their application. There is an interview that can be done over the phone, and numerous documents are to be submitted, including your identity, residency, immigration status, household composition, income and resources, and deductible expenses. What do you get on SNAP? SNAP recipients receive an electronic benefits transfer card, also known as an EBT. The EBT card can be used to purchase food at any place that is authorized to participate in the SNAP program. You cannot purchase alcohol, cigarettes, vitamins, household supplies, or hot foods. The average received is $127 a month. The EBT card and SNAP benefits. SNAP benefits are delivered to EBT accounts. The EBT card is similar to debit or credit cards. You need to set up a PIN that protects benefits so no one else can use it. If EBT card is mailed, there will be information on how to use it, and it will include all the rights they have when using the card. SNAP benefits are on EBT cards and can only be used to purchase food items. Sales tax cannot be charged on items bought with SNAP benefits. So SNAP Education, or SNAP ED. SNAP Education is the component to SNAP. SNAP Education is a good benefit to have because it allows people to get educated on how to save and spend their money properly while buying nutritious foods. It helps SNAP households make healthy choices on their limited budget. Many families experience food insecurity, which is the state of being without access to a sufficient amount of nutritious yet affordable food. So a study was done in Indiana that compared households where one person got a SNAP education intervention and then compared them to a household with no SNAP ED. And the studies found that the household food insecurity improved by 25% over the study period among Indiana households with children when a household adult received a SNAP education intervention. They got new budgeting and nutrition knowledge was acquired from SNAP ED. So hunger and poverty prevention. SNAP provides for families with very low income. According to the Center of Budget and Policy Priorities, SNAP kept 8.4 million people out of poverty in 2015. SNAP is a temporary bridge for people during periods of time where there is unemployment or a family crisis. A scenario would be if a parent loses their job or their pay is very low. SNAP can help feed their children until the circumstances become better. So some positives of SNAP. SNAP provides a mean for very low income households to be able to have food. There are families that are not able to provide food for themselves and their children. SNAP provides around $70 billion annually in food purchases to support approximately 1 in 7 Americans. And SNAP has long-term benefits to children. Children who had access to SNAP benefits growing up were more likely to graduate from high school and grew up having a healthier lifestyle. Some negatives for SNAP. The average monthly SNAP benefit per household in 2018 was $127, less than $1.50 per person per meal. The average middle class person spends about $4 to $5 on a meal. And that shows just how much or how little they get. Stigma of participants being lazy and having a bad work ethic. Fraud is a very big concern for the program. Some store owners accept bribes from SNAP participants so they can buy items that they are not supposed to. The SNAP program loses 1.3% of funding to fraud. This is $3 billion annually. The restrictions on what SNAP recipients can and cannot buy. They wish to be able to buy diapers, soap, hygiene items, and hot foods. They think that since they are already on SNAP and are qualified, they are clearly in the need for more than just food. SNAP fraud. SNAP benefits can be exchanged for cash. This is called SNAP trafficking. This is a very serious offense. If caught, people can get up to 20 years in prison and fines from $5,000 to $250,000. Applicants sometimes falsify their information, like their income, to qualify for SNAP. Buying non-eligible food items with SNAP benefits is considered fraud. Economical factors. SNAP benefits are considered one of the fastest and most effective forms of economic stimulus. Since SNAP is a nutritional program, fruits and vegetables are in high demand. This makes for a very high demand for farms, and for each $1 billion of retail generated by SNAP, it created $340 million in farm production. An increase in SNAP participation by 5% would result in $2.2 million low-income Americans receiving $859 million in SNAP benefits. And this would generate $1.5 billion nationwide. SNAP has increased the quality and quantity of food purchases. Social factors. Sometimes people on SNAP are seen as different. There is a social stigma that people on SNAP are lazy and have a low work ethic. There have been studies on how the social dynamics of shopping behaviors. People tend to want to shop at stores with people that are the same as them, meaning people of similar race, ethnicity, income, and education. This research comes mainly from places where people shop, where there is a lot of social interaction, like farmers markets. Clinical factors. SNAP supports and endorses a healthy lifestyle. People are not able to purchase unhealthy food or drinks, including candy or alcohol. It gives lower income families the opportunity to make lifestyle changes. Lower income households tend to only buy cheap food, and cheap food is normally unhealthy. SNAP gives families a way to change that and therefore change their lifestyle to become healthier. And this is good because a healthier lifestyle means a less chance of health risks in the future. So is SNAP controversial? There are studies that show SNAP recipients do not eat the right kind of healthy foods. This goes against what SNAP stands for, because advocates of SNAP say that the recipients are eating as healthy as possible. They have shown that children consume more processed meats and sugary drinks, but not enough nuts, seeds, and vegetables. People want to restructure the program. Sugary drinks and foods with low nutritional value should not be eligible for purchase with benefits. On the other hand, some people say it would be too difficult to classify all of the different unhealthy foods, sodas, or sugary drinks. There are over 650,000 food and beverage products out there today. It would be very difficult or nearly impossible to figure out how to classify what foods should be banned or not. Government. The federal government is in charge of SNAP program. The United States Department of Agriculture and Food and Nutrition Services oversee the SNAP benefits and enforce regulations on SNAP. They feel SNAP is the best way to provide a chance for people who struggle with feeding their families. The government controls the amount of SNAP benefits a participant can receive. The SNAP program may need to make some changes in the future due to the rapid decline in people participating. Individual responsibility. SNAP recipients want to work because the benefits SNAP provides are not enough to pay for everything that they need. SNAP only provides benefits for food, and with that, it is still not a lot of money. SNAP helps people get by when faced with hardships such as unemployment or a life-changing crisis. Most people work in jobs with low wages, unpredictable schedules, and no benefits, which all contribute to high turnover and spells of unemployment. More than half the people on SNAP work in these kinds of jobs, which is why they need SNAP to help fill the gaps of inconsistent pay and periods of unemployment. So a summary: the government spends $70 billion on SNAP annually. SNAP is a very controversial topic. There are people who think SNAP is useless, and people on SNAP are lazy and have no work ethic because they rely on SNAP. Then there are people who believe everyone deserves a right to eat and feed their families, and SNAP is the perfect way for them to provide for their families as much as possible. Each dollar spent in food assistance stimulates the economy by adding $1.73 in economic activity. People must provide an extensive amount of information to even be a candidate for SNAP. SNAP provides different benefits to different household situations. In conclusion, SNAP is a way for low to no income households to be able to have nutritional food that they otherwise would not be able to have. SNAP education is a very helpful way for households to figure out budgeting and what nutritional foods to buy. SNAP is very useful for the economy and for the people who need it, but there are gaps in the system that may need some fixing, including fraud, restrictions of unhealthy food and drinks, the ability to buy other items other than food. SNAP supporters believe that this economic activity outweighs the billions of dollars spent to fund SNAP. And this is my resources.